Yo, what's up guys, it's Super Electivire here, and welcome to another Pokemon NPT battle video. And basically, last time we used this same team, but I didn't really feel like we used Charizard very much. It was mostly just, facing other Pokemon that basically could not really use Charizard. So, basically, the person that we battled for Charizard ended up not really contributing much, because they just forfeited, like, right now. So, actually, let me move the screen a little bit. That should be a little bit better. Something like that. That should show a little bit more of the chat and stuff, and so you guys can get a visual image of what's going to happen. So, last time it was a little bit higher, which was probably not the best idea. But let's go ahead and start this next battle and see basically what happens. So, it's going to be a basically live battle, so this is a really stallish team. I hate stall so much, so hopefully this isn't going to be too long of a battle. That's weird, because there's no music, but whatever. Gyarados, Zapdos can take care of Gyarados, probably Mega Gyarados though, so Conkeldurr probably will put in work. Conkeldurr will actually put in work on all of these guys actually. So will Keldeo, because hits Chansey, hits Ferrothorn. Got Charizard for that. Quagsire, don't actually have anything for Quagsire, which is not very good. It's probably Unaware. Actually, does it even get Unaware? I don't even know. I'm gonna need to keep my Zapdos alive for that hazard removal, so I'm gonna assume that Ferrothorn or something is gonna come first. I don't remember whether Quagsire gets Unaware. I'm pretty sure it does. But perfect. We've got a pretty good matchup at the very beginning with Keldeo coming in first and Chansey going in first on their side, so my Secret Sword basically can destroy this Chansey. So just in case it goes for the Thunder Wave though, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Substitute, and just in case he also switches actually, because that's better. But that Zapdos is probably going to come in, but I don't want to take the chance of him going for a Thunder Wave or a Toxic or a Stealth Rock or a anything basically. Although actually Stealth Rock is not affected by Substitute, so that's not good either. So, I don't... Actually, let me put on the timer, because for Stall, you want to speed them up as much as possible, because Stall takes forever. So, if this video is like 40 minutes long, I probably won't show it, because I'm not going to sit here for 40 minutes. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, the first turn isn't even over. But, as for its Clefable, I don't really have anything for Clefable. Actually, no, my Bishop has Iron Head, I believe, so actually I'm probably okay for Clefable. The only thing is, I don't really have anything for Quagsire. Now, as long as I could do major damage to Quagsire, I don't think it's that bad, because it has Unaware, so I can't break through using Setup Sweepers, but its defenses aren't that great. So, take a look at this. Quagsire, actually, we can't see it, but Quagsire has 95 base HP, 85 defense, and 65 special defense. So it's a 95, 85, 65. So if you hit it from the special side, it can't really take too many hits. That 95 base HP is pretty good, but its special defense is really bad. So it's going to go ahead and go into this Clefable. That's fine with me. It's probably Unaware, although I'm not entirely sure it's going to be Unaware, because the thing is that most Clefable run Magic Guard, but on stall teams, I'm not entirely sure. So I don't want to set up just in case it's Unaware, because then that's a waste of time, so I just went for Scald. Hopefully I can get that burn, that would be really nice. Yes, I do get that burn. He actually goes for the Moon Blast, but that's okay. It's actually... Okay, so it is Unaware, so... let's see, Moon Blast actually does... It's able to basically probably defeat me. But actually, if I go for another Substitute, I can stall out that burn damage and then go for a Scald next turn. It should be able to kill it. Actually, no. I might have to take 2 Substitutes, though, so we'll see. I am faster. Keldeo's base speed is actually really good. Oh, it actually has Wish. Okay. But Keldeo has 108 base speed, which is really nice. Chances are he's going to go for the Protect, I think. I'd say he's going to go into Protect. So I'm going to go ahead and... I probably should switch into Bisharp, because if he goes for the Protect, then actually, why would he go for the Protect? He's probably gonna go for the Protect, but he can live another one, so it's totally fine. So I'm not entirely sure if he's gonna go for the Protect, but just in case, I don't want to switch in my Bisharp and lose my counter for this guy. Actually, it's not even a counter; it's more like a check, I guess. because Moonblast actually does a huge chunk of damage to Bisharp, Bisharp's special defense is not the best. It's only 70 base special defense, so that's not that great. Actually goes for aromatherapy. Oh my gosh. That's actually a really good... Oh, wow. I totally forgot this thing gets aromatherapy, actually, now that I think of it. I'm just gonna keep going with Scald, I guess, since while I have the sub up, he's probably gonna go for Wish this turn anyways, so in the next turn he'll probably go for a Protect when I can switch in my Bisharp. That's probably what I'm hoping will happen. Or he can go for Moonblast this turn, of course. Whoa, critical hit. Alright. Nice. He's gonna have to Protect basically this turn, so I'm gonna assume that he actually has Protect, because most Wish sets, it looks to be Moonblast, Wish, Protect, and Aromatherapy, so I'm gonna go into Bisharp, and hopefully I can take this guy on the Protect, and he actually does go for the Protect. I am Choice Bandit, which is not very good in terms of taking out walls. It can 1-KO with Iron Head, but it's kind of hard to predict around this, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna go. I'm gonna assume he has to switch. I don't know what else he can do in terms of that, so I'm gonna assume he's not gonna go into Gyarados because Intimidate is gonna be doing a +1 in my attack. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for that Zapdos. So, or he could go for that Ferrothorn. So it's either Zapdos or Ferrothorn. So, I actually don't have anything for Zapdos because I can go with Starmie for Ice Beam, but it could be especially defensive. So let me go. Actually, I could just go with Knockoff. That would work. I think I'll just go with Knockoff just in case Zapdos comes in. Although I don't know why he'd go into Zapdos, because the only two things that he could take an Iron Head is Zapdos and Ferrothorn. But Ferrothorn actually has Iron Barb, so it's not even that good idea to go into Zapdos. Although Zapdos might have Heat Wave, which is another thing. But it can't. Yeah, I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for Ferrothorn actually. So, but I don't really have anything for Zapdos. So if that Zapdos comes in, I kind of need to get rid of that Zapdos. So he's gonna go into his Quagsire, which is totally okay with me. I have Knockoff, and I'm gonna get rid of that Leftovers. But yeah, I wish that Zapdos would have come in, but I am Choice Bandit, so there's no point in me staying. He's probably gonna go for, let's see, Quagsire run Earthquake. So I could probably go into Charizard, but just in case, I'm gonna go for Zapdos. Because, actually, that's not a good idea either, because this guy actually does carry Toxic. But, whatever. He's gonna go for the Recover, that's fine. Well, I guess it's fine, but he's probably gonna go for the Toxic now, actually, now that I think of it. I could go into Guts if I wanted. That way I could do some major damage to his Pokemon when, basically any Pokemon, really. But just in case, I'm gonna go for Toxic. I don't want to... He's probably gonna go for Toxic too, which is not very good at all. Because I'm gonna be receiving a lot of extra damage over the turns. So that's not very good either. So yeah. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Toxic. I honestly don't see why he wouldn't, because the most Quagsire run, I believe, Earthquake or Earth Power, Scald, Toxic, and Recover. I believe that's the standard set. I don't know whether he used anything. He has not sent in Quagsire yet, so yeah. That's the set that I generally see. I know that there are some variants with like Waterfall and stuff over Scald, but in my opinion, Scald's better. If you take a look at his stats, he actually has a higher attack stat, which is understandable, but honestly, Scald is generally better because of the fact that it has that 30% chance of burn. So, yeah, that's why I prefer Scald over Waterfall. But he only has 20 seconds left, so I don't know what he's doing. So, yeah. Maybe I really shouldn't be doing live battles. Okay, thank you for losing due to inactivity. We'll try one more battle, and if it doesn't work, then I guess we're moving on to the next NPT team thing. So, oh gosh, is this a rain team? Don't tell me this is a rain team. This is a rain team, dang it. Okay, so Politoed is gonna be that rain thing that basically causes death on my team. Luckily, I have two fighting types, so I can take Ferrothorn really well. As for that Gengar, Gengar has a base 110 speed, whereas my Starmie has a base of 115 speed, but I don't know whether my Psyshock can actually kill it. It probably can. So I think that I could check it with Starmie. I also have Pursuit, Sucker Punch, and Knockoff for Bisharp, so that's perfect for that Gengar. Against that Gyarados, it looks like it's going to be a Mega Gyarados, so I do have my two fighting types, and I have Zapdos for when it's a regular Gyarados. As for that Goodra, I do have my Conkeldurr. I actually don't have any Dragon Horn Ice moves. Oh, I have Starmie, but that doesn't count. I do have my Charizard, so that's pretty good, actually. I forgot it's a CharizardMegaX, because I actually almost never run X. But I love Y so much with that Drought Sweeper thing. But Charizard X is actually arguably better, so he actually has an Electivire, which is cool. Good job, dude. I have Earthquake on my Charizard too, so but I'm gonna assume he's gonna leave with Politoed. I honestly don't know what else he's gonna run. So most Politoed actually I think have Rest, Toxic. Okay, Ferrothorn, that works. It's probably gonna go for those hazards, so I probably want to go ahead and stay in, go for that Defog. Yeah, but I can't really touch this thing except maybe paralyze it. I think Discharge has a 30% chance of paralysis, so after you get that, that's pretty nice. He's gonna go for Stealth Rocks, so let me just go with Discharge. I don't know, whatever the thing does. Discharge is probably fine, but yeah, Defog is fine too. He's gonna keep going for. He's gonna go for Gyro Ball actually. That's fine with me. I honestly don't really know what's the point of doing this because we're just gonna stay in and keep going with the discharges, and hopefully I can get a paralysis. Because if I can get the paralysis, that's very nice. It's a 30% chance, and we don't know how often Scald actually hits because Scald does a. Okay, that's good too. I totally forgot Electivire was there. Okay, that's so bad. Let's see. I am physically defensive, so let's see if I can stall this guy out, actually. Electivire run Wild Charge. Ice Punch. Yeah, that's probably a, something to see. But Ice Punch is only doing 43%. Like I said, I am physically defensive, so I should be able to take this. I'm gonna go for the Roost, actually. Actually, he's gonna go for the, oh no, he's faster, never mind, so. Yeah, he's faster. I was gonna say that, if I was faster, then he could go for the Earthquake, but it's okay, I'm faster, so it doesn't even matter. Considering that we just faced Stall and now I'm using a wall, that's kind of ironic, I suppose. I'm toxic stalling this guy, which is kind of mean, actually. I really hate stalls. I hate stall Pokemon, actually. This guy looks to be like Choice Bandit or something. I'm not sure what. Oh, I mean, he can't really do anything to me, anyways. Besides Ice Punch, so he's gonna eventually switch back to his Ferrothorn, which is fine by me. And I'm gonna basically repeat what happened, so yeah, I don't really know. Oh, he's gonna go for the Leech Seed this time. The Defog does not get rid of the Leech Seed, I believe, right? Which kind of sucked. It should. Yeah, it doesn't. Kind of sucky. Actually, though, I'm just gonna go into my Charizard because I can force this guy out, which is really good. If I can force this guy out, I can basically beat every other Pokemon on his team, actually, now that I think of it. Okay, that's a good switch right there. This guy doesn't... Actually, this Electivire could be Scarfed, actually, now that I think of it. I know Scarf Electivire is pretty common. Oops. Scarf Electivire is pretty common. I prefer it. I am faster. I should be fine. If he goes for the... He's probably going to go for the Wild Charge, if anything. But I should be fine if I go for Earthquake. Because I should outspeed it. And if it's Scarf, then I'm going to be Mega Evolving. So I'm going to have the Dragon type, and I'm going to lose my Flying. So it's not super effective. Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm going to go for the Earthquake there, and it just takes it out with one hit. I mean, it's only half. But honestly, Electivire's defenses aren't the best. 75, 67 HP defense. So yeah, that's not the best. Honestly, I don't know what this guy can do to me. Politoed generally run Scald, Toxic, Rest, I want to say, and Sleep Talk, something like that. So I don't know what this guy can do to me. Besides the fact that it could totally just Scald. But I'm going to take a risk. No, I don't want to take a risk. I'm going to go ahead and go into my... What do I want to go into? Let's go to Conkeldurr. It could take a Scald, probably. It's pretty bulky. If not, I can always just go for the knockoff, and it'll hit everything pretty hard. Except for that Gyarados. So it's gonna go for the Ice Beam, which does, like, nothing. Actually, I am Assault Vest, so that's probably why. But I'm gonna go for knockoff. If I could get rid of this guy's Damp Rock, that would be great, because honestly, it's a rain team, so that's not very good. The knockoff will hit everything, basically, on his team. Goodra can't switch. Only thing that can switch is his Gyarados. And he goes into his Gengar, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Because obviously this guy's gonna have, he probably expected a Drain Punch actually, but I honestly am not gonna be doing a Drain Punch. But I will this turn if you'd like. It probably won't want to KO. It only has 75 base power, so it'll probably 2 a KO. Oh, critical hit, nice. Nice. Probably go for Stealth Rock or something. Leech Seed, alright. It might have Protect. Not, oh my gosh, that heals a lot. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep going into Drain Punch. Everything except Gyarados will be doing some good damage. Wait, what the heck? He just forfeited. And, wait, that makes no sense. He just forfeited, and it's still going. Okay, I don't know what that was. But, yeah, that was a good battle, in my opinion. Charizard actually did put in work. It took out one Pokemon, which is pretty good. But it probably could have swept his entire team if that Politoed wasn't there. So I got rid of that. Well, I basically would have gotten rid of that Politoed. Conkeldurr could have taken everything except for that Gyarados. So he switched into his Goodrow, which means that 2 Drain Punches would kill it, probably. Something like that. 2 Drain Punches probably would have killed it. So that means that I would have been able to kill that Goodra, and he would probably have gone into his Gyarados next. I switch into my Zapdos, and assuming it's a Mega Gyarados, he'd probably go for the Crunch. No, Ice Fang, probably, if he's running Ice Fang, whereas I probably just die there. And actually, I could just probably set up on my Keldeo and basically sweep his entire team. That would work too, because nothing can beat it. I mean, I could always, well, that Politoed could beat it, but only when it's boosted on the Rain, and Rain only has like 4 turns left. So I think that even if he didn't forfeit, I'd probably still win that game. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. Be sure to subscribe and like. I might cut out that stall, but I don't know. You'll see.